Ken here from Crypto Fund Launch, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to find investors for your crypto fund. If you don't know who I am the co-founder of a crypto fund called Celestial Ventures, and in this bear market we've raised over 7 figures for crypto startups, and we have generated around $200,000 in revenue in about 6 months. And in this channel we also teach people how to start this sort of business model in crypto, and they can do it fast in less than 90 days. A few of the people that we've helped are now making between $10,000 to $30,000 per month. And if you want to learn more about that, we actually have the first link in the description on top. It's a webinar, a free training on how you can get started in this business. But with that said, in this video, I'm going to be showing you one of the most important things when it comes to running a crypto fund, and a lot of people kind of miss out on, because a lot of people, when they start up funds, they sort of start to look for deals first, which is great. And there are other ways to look for deals extremely fast if you know the right people, if you network with the right people. And actually, we offer deals to people that we work with. So people that we work with, they don't really need to find those deals because we have a list of them, since we have built a solid network. However, for a new fund, thing that you need to figure out the most is, okay, how do I get people to trust me? How do I create a community of people who are looking to invest in these solid projects? Because essentially that is your job as a fund owner, is to find investors, to build a sort of community of those investors that are looking for solid projects, and then find those solid projects, early startup projects that need capital, and they can offer you seed and private rounds at very, very low prices. So that's kind of like the game, right? You find investors, get projects, and you connect it to, you take the money of the investors, give it to the projects, you keep a fee or a commission, and that's the business. There's many ways to really find investors. A lot of people can do it the traditional way, which is you go out in your local area, you go to meet people in conferences, you shake hands with people who are rich. That's one way. Or you can do it the digital new age way, which is literally sit down and network with people. And there's really a few and many options, but here are my suggestions for you, okay? Number one is that you can actually go buy an NFT collection. That's a bit expensive, right? An NFT collection that may cost at least a couple $1,000s. So that way you get inside their community and you start making friends from there. You start networking, making friends from there, building relationships. Because in order to meet investors, in order to meet people with money, you first must go to the place where people with money go. So in crypto, where do people with money go? Usually they'll buy something expensive. They'll either buy a crypto NFT, or they'll buy a private group that's a little bit more expensive, or they are going to go to networking events that cost a bit of money. And you really just want to think, okay, where would somebody who has $100,000 liquid go to? If you had $100,000 liquid money, and let's say your investments are solid, but you had this 100,000 excess cash, where would you go? Right? You would probably go to high-end restaurants. You'd probably go to high-end hotels. And so those are really the places where a person with a lot of money will usually hang out. But in crypto, it's usually an NFT collection, or a private group, or a mastermind, or a crypto conference, right? So you could go to those places, right? Another way is you want to get involved in Twitter Spaces. Usually there's a lot of Twitter Spaces where these guys from, let's say, Bored Ape Yacht Club, or an expensive NFT, or an expensive crypto group will usually talk. Some of these guys really, they have a lot of free time in their hands because they made a lot of money in the 2021 bull market. So what do you do when you make a lot of money in the 2021 bull market? Well, you build a community, you start sharing what you know, and usually how those people share what they know is via Twitter Spaces. They share it via their AMAs or their Discords. So you want to find Twitter Spaces in which those guys with expensive NFTs are usually talking. And what you want to do is you just want to, every single day, you just show up. Let them know that you are there. Let them know that you are listening, that you are sort of a fan. And from there, message them here and there. You want to start to build a relationship. And building a relationship is super simple when it comes to Twitter. Because all you're doing is really, you follow them. And from there, you put the notifications on their name. And whenever they tweet something useful, or whenever they tweet something that helps you out, comment something. But don't just spam. Don't just say, hey, check out my page, because that's not the number one way to get blacklisted or blocked, or get Twitter to blacklist you. You want to tweet in a way that you reply to their tweets, you acknowledge what they said, and you give value back. So if they say something, oh, hey, I really think crypto is going to go to X amount this bull market, you say, oh great, I agree with your opinion. Or if you disagree, you disagree, and then give them your input. Don't argue with them, don't try to start something, just give them acknowledgement that they posted that, and then after that say something worth of value or something that could get them to also respond. And so that's really the easiest way to go about Twitter. It's really just consistency. The more you do that, they'll notice you, and eventually once you slide it in their DMs after about a few days to a week of doing that, you'll get a pretty good reply for most of the time. Another way where you could go to find investors for your crypto fund is to go to crypto events, right? Just go out there, shake hands, tell them what you do. The easiest way to tell somebody what you do if you own a crypto fund is you say, hey, my name is ... My name is Ken, and I actually own a crypto fund. And actually, I have a lot of good deals come in. And sometimes these deals get filled very easily with my investors. If you want, I could actually put you in my list, right? However, you don't want to just say that all at once. You kind of want to say it in different sentences, in different interactions. For example, they say, hey, what's up? What do you do for a living? What do you do in crypto? They'll tell you what they do. And then after that, you'll tell them what you do. Oh, I actually own a crypto fund. And then after that, you carry the conversation. And then you seed parts of your crypto fund in there. Or at the very end, you say, hey, by the way, I have a lot of deals come in. I'm not sure if you would be interested. However, some of these deals that come in, my investors usually throw money in them because these deals are solid. Would you want to get in? First, let me just show you some of the deals. Let me know if you like it or not. Otherwise, it's cool. So it's really just coming up to them and saying, hey, I own a crypto fund. I get a lot of deals. And some of these deals are good. Some of them are not. Would you like me to send you a list of them if I get them? That's it. That's really it. You're just offering them something, and they can either take it or leave it. Because the thing when it comes to interacting with people with money in crypto, like investors with big amounts of money, is that you want to talk to them straight up. You tell them, hey, I got this thing. Do you want it? You take it or leave it. You don't want to BS yourself with these people, because that's not the language they want to speak with, right? For anybody that doesn't have money in crypto, you could BS with them all they want. But for somebody that has money in crypto, you just have to be straight up. Yo, I got these deals. I'm a crypto fund. And if you like these deals, great. If you don't like them, great. I'll give them to another person. That's really it. And they appreciate that because you're not wasting their time. That's the last thing that these investors want, is for you to waste their time. So the more straight up you are, but also friendly and genuine, the better responses you will get in the long run. So that's the way you could network with investors in crypto events. And it's really simple. And especially if you have your social media built out. And this is why I always advise for everybody that has a crypto fund to make sure that their social medias are fully interactive, that you post value about crypto, you educate people, because you're essentially just giving value to the space itself. When people see that you're giving value, you're contributing to the crypto space, they're more inclined and they're more attracted to you as an individual rather than just an investor, an average investor who just looks for crypto projects. And so that's your job as a crypto fund owner, is to give value, to educate people. Because if you're not educating people, they're not really going to know exactly who you are and what value you could bring to the table. And so that's that, right? The more value you give, the more value you get. That actually ties on to my last point of this video, is that you actually want to continue to make content for people with money. So the content that you want to put out, whether it's on Twitter, whether it's through articles, YouTube, podcast, video, whatever it is, make sure it's designed for people with money in crypto. If you want to put up a content, make sure you're talking to that specific person. You want to talk to people and sort of just change your language around. Like for people with money in crypto, as I said before, they want to be talked to straight to the point, no BS. If you can make content around, hey, these are the top 5 investors for people to flip 10x, 20x, 50x, right? People with money in crypto usually want to, they're usually a bit higher risk, but some of them are a bit on the lower risk end, because if you have millions of dollars in crypto, you don't really want to risk that millions of dollars losing. So you could make either or both. Just don't make in the middle. It's either here's how you could make 10, 20% per year in crypto, or here's how you could do a 10, 20, 30x. So you can do high risk or low risk. It really doesn't matter, but sort of combined both. So like I said, the more content you give out, the more attention you're gonna get. And especially if you make content for people with money in crypto, which actually that's what we teach in that webinar below. If you click the first link at the very top, you'll know everything. But that's essentially how to find investors for your crypto fund. It's really just going to where these investors would be hanging out. NFT collections, that's a bit expensive. Crypto groups that are a bit expensive. Get involved in Twitter Spaces or Discord AMAs or these Telegram AMAs. Go to crypto events and you'll find those people there. And at that point, it's just getting them to know who you are and you getting to know them, getting to know them, getting to know what you do and what you can offer, and being straight up with them, which is the key word here, is being straight to the point. Hey, I have a crypto fund. I have these deals come in. Do you want some of them or not? I will put you in a list. If you don't want them, great. If you do want them, amazing. Let's be friends. And that's it. It's very, very simple. And you keep doing that enough times, and eventually people will know who you are and what you do. And if you have that one good investor inside your community, that investor that you get along with very well, that you give that investor deals constantly, eventually that investor will tell their friends with money as well. And it's going to compound and it's going to network. And that's essentially how you snowball your crypto fund, right? It's like once you have that relationship in place with that one person that has money that likes your deals, most of the time, 99% of the time, they will tell their friends who have money. And that's the game. And you keep doing that over and over and over again. Within 6 to 7 months, you'll get yourself to a pretty good crypto fund that makes pretty good revenue every single month. So with that said, if you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button below, comment below your thoughts, and like I said, the top link in the description. If there's no link in the description, that means it's not available as of this yet. But if there is, then great. Click that free training. And I don't know how long that's gonna last, but if it's there, great, click it. With that said, my name is Ken the Crypto, owner of Crypto Fund Launch. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.